Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time, once again, reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog Annual 2024. Now, I'm pretty much reviewing the story Shattered Diamonds, which is meant to cover the origin of Minic, how he came to be, and how he joined the Diamond Cutters. And let's get on with the story. It starts off in the middle of the woods where we see Tangle whisper Leon talking, saying, "Oh, what's taking him so long? Sonic said he was on his way, but he hasn't changed since you asked 5 minutes ago. Seriously, I'm dying for some action." And we see how Minic is looking behind the bushes to take out Whisper, the last thing from his past. And we see how before before the events of Sonic Forces started, Minic was meant to be this upcoming actor, but couldn't get any actual work. And despite his talent to shapeshift into people, people around him got annoyed and fed up with his upstart personality. And we see how even the casting director says, I'm seeing double! It's the octopus! And we see how Minic gets annoyed that everyone kept turning him away. But of course, right away, the events of Sonic Forces happened, and everyone was trying to stay alive, trying to survive. And we see how Minic played it smart to look out for himself, and realizes that he could use others to get what he wanted. So of course, went out with different teams, different species, different people, and it all ended the same thing, him betraying them. And we even see how Minic is by himself and having this newfound philosophy, how people hide behind a mask with emptiness, and this is his new way of seeing things, like how people use art or playing the hero to fill the void. And we see how Minic transforms back from his badnik form to his normal form, and this is where we see Whisper. And this was before Whisper became a bit more colder and distant, and this is her being a bit more happy about Minic, and even saying, Yes, they are gonna love this." They? Sorry, I'm Whisper, and that's Orange. Nice to meet you. And we see right away that even Whisper's impressed with Minic's skills, and even takes back by all the cool stuff that he can do. And this is where Whisper introduces the Diamond Cutters to Minic, and we even see him saying, Minic, your base is impressive. It's our reward for taking the hard jobs no one wants. Yeah, war is super great for business. Slinger, like he isn't thinking. And right away, Minic sees this as another golden opportunity to kind of see it as another profit. And right away, Minic gets everything that he wants. And right away, we see how him and his team kind of go into a Badnik base, and right away they get easily detected, and this is where the Diamond Cutters get ready for action with their weaponry. And of course, they mainly duke it out, take everything on, and joke and banter like a family in a unit, saying, Minic, sorry, I was interrupting something. And we see right away that, yeah, Claire has a vision, and that more Badniks on the way. So Minic plays it smart, and poses at stock to Eggman, saying, What is the meaning of this? Are you ingrate so blind you can't see this is the wrong outpost? I'm here, I'm telling you, right now, to turn around and leave. Or should I send you for deactivation? That was amazing. And this is where, yeah, Minic's finally getting everything that he wants, and it's clear that he does feel a little bit of validation and approval. And we see how in the woods, after making a few jokes, Smithy shows off their new masks as a way to avoid being detected. And this is where Whisper, Minic, and the others get their newfound masks. And this is where we do see how Minic starts to kind of slowly question if betraying them is going to be worth it. And we even see how Minic starts to kind of question, is this really what I truly want? Is this the person I really want to be? And this does show a minute for Minic to kind of question his actions. But I like how, despite it, he still thinks that they won't accept his true person. And this is where Minnick does something terrible that he can never take back by betraying his team, getting half of them killed, and Whisper being the last one left, setting up the events to Tangle and Whisper, which I did cover a couple years ago. And just as Minnick's about to try and kill Whisper, we see how Sonic and Tails show up, setting up the events to the next few issues that I did cover a couple of years ago. And we see how, Sonic, Tails, and the others get ready for action. And this is where Minnick realizes that he still needs to take out Whisper, but plans to kind of make sure that the last thing from his past is properly eradicated. And this is the story. And I think in a way it does work as a story, because we see how Minnick is starved for approval, validation, and want to be seen more than just some mediocre actor. And it's clear that Minnick could have had everything that he wanted if he didn't try to force people to love, accept, and even get upstart. They make it clear Minnick had everything that he wanted with the Diamond Cutters, but messed it up for himself by being selfish, greedy, manipulative, and arrogant. And I think there are people who are given what they want, but by the end, they end up ruining their own lives and others by never truly accepting the things that are given to them, or the things they could have had if they had finally just accepted it. And people are responsible for their own mistakes and actions. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.